In this video, I'll give a demonstration of how you can integrate DecisionVault with Formstack Documents and generate documents in Formstack by pushing variables and information from DecisionVault over into there. So I have the following document, this instructions for like that the client can give to their kid's school in case something happens, like which short-term guardian should they call in which order. And the way that you build that up with Formstack is that you have to put up variables in this format. So with the curly brackets and the $sign, and then these become like variables that DecisionVault can put data into, which then will generate the document. So I've built up this Word document, I've saved it, I've then uploaded it into Formstack Documents. I cannot show you the document over here because it doesn't, you can build up a regular document, but you cannot edit a Word document right in here. But under the test tab, I can see that it has picked up on all those fields. So I could run a test by filling these in. But this means that like in Formstack, it knows about this template, it knows about the fields. So that means that when your client has filled in this questionnaire, I can now pull the information or pull the fields and map them to DecisionVault information and generate a document. So I have my Formstack templates here, instructions, I can pull the fields now, and then these are nice and all in caps, all caps. I can start to make a selection of what the information is that goes into each of these fields, right? So I can choose between a specific person, so the client or the client spouse, any of the contacts that are on the questionnaire, and then I have different data points related to those contacts. I can pick a role, such as short-term guardian ones. That's the example we're going to show in a moment. And then I can pick a question and answer pair. So any of the questions for which it makes sense to push information over to the other tool, including any questions you put onto your design sheet, which is the attorney-only section of the questionnaire that you can use to run your design meetings. That information, such as the name of the trust, can be pushed over to generate documents in Formstack in this case. The first time you come to this screen, there's a little bit of clicking to do to kind of map each of these fields to the different data points that you might want to push. But then once you've run the automation one time, DecisionVault will save what you've picked, and that makes the subsequent times faster. So I'll go and map this now for a moment. Okay, so I've now mapped all these fields. So I can now proceed to process the template and have the information get pushed over into Formstack. So this works a little bit differently than some of the other document automation integrations that we have here. It doesn't give me a link. It just depends on how you've set up your delivery settings inside of Formstack Documents. So on the delivery tab, this is just emailing this to me now. I think there are lots of different ways you can get the processed information to you or to like signature, like e-signature, upload it to different file locations, etc. I have this thing just email it to me. So let's see if I've gotten it. Okay, and here's that document now. So as we can see, the names of the parents, the phone numbers of the parents have been folded in, the children, names and date of birth are folded in, and these short-term guardians are here. So the roles, actually, how that information gets cached on those choices on those fields, they have something special about them. So they're linked to how you have assigned people on the matter into these roles. So in this case, short-term guardian, if I remove the two brothers and I then add them to the end again, Wade and Frank, this new order of short-term guardians gets folded in and remembered into the automation here. So if I again pull the fields, as you can see now, it has remembered all those choices. So the clients and their spouse, etc. It doesn't remember the contacts, but it does remember the data point selection. So in this case, the full name and the date of birth. So if I select those, it speeds it up the selection. But on the short-term guardian ones, it actually can select all of them from memory, because it folds in whoever is the contact assigned in short-term guardian 1, right? So in this case, as you can see, I switched it around with Carmen and Kristen coming first, and then Wade and Frank. Now the document already has all this information. So with a couple of clicks, I can now push the information back into Formstack to generate me a new document. So again, that'll accelerate how you can use the information to generate more documents. Thank you.